Good morning. Yep. You know what today is. Yeah, you do. Today, get some people in here. You're going to miss this. You know what today is. It's Anti-Procrastination Day. Yep, Susan. There's my sister. It's Anti-Procrastination Day. What have you been putting off? Yep, you know who you are. You know who you are and what you've been doing. And I want to talk a little bit about how when we procrastinate, and I just ran across, I have to vent a little. Just let me vent. Our calendars, let me pull it out right here. I already put mine back up on the wall. But our calendars came out in June of last year. June of last year. And those of you who haven't purchased a calendar for 2019, you have had 7, almost 8 months to procrastinate. Yep, you heard me right. You had 8 months. Because here it is, the middle of January. You still haven't bought it. So you had June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and now we're in January. 8 months you procrastinated on getting, when you use the discount, about a $13 calendar. 8 months. And we're getting ready to run out of them. And what does procrastination do to you? It hurts you. Because you're writing on anything you can, so your family can't see what's going on in your schedule. They can't see it because you have procrastinated. So it's hurting you and your whole family. So last night I was closing out mailboxes before I shut down and go to sleep. And I ran across an email from somebody who was complaining about our customer service. That we don't ship things in a timely fashion. And I mean, I'm blown away because if you place an order today, it will get shipped out tomorrow. And I got to reading it, and the person was so hateful. I mean, hateful. And what had happened is she placed her order 2 days after we closed for Christmas. Now, how long did I tell you we were going to be closing for Christmas? I started the 1st of December telling you we were closing on the 18th for Christmas. I emailed I sent Kathy a message on Slack and I said, I hate your job. I don't know how you do it. Because she says, well, I kill them with kindness. She says, I get paid to be nice. But the lady had been using our calendar for many years. It is a generic calendar. You can't copyright a generic calendar. It may have a few quotes on it of mine, but nothing that interferes with, there's a quote up here at the top, nothing that interferes with the use of this calendar. It can't be copyrighted. It is just a calendar. And she called it a simple calendar. Well, I guarantee you can't find another one this big on the internet. Because I tried this weekend. Because my nephew, who's in prison, needed a calendar to chart his weight and to chart different things with his health. And he needed a calendar, and I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one for him. And I was looking on Books A Million, but they had like 50 pages of calendars, and I went through every one of them. and I couldn't find a calendar that was this big. And dare I say simple. Just a plain old calendar. But her hatefulness, our procrastination, I asked Kathy for a quote, and I probably still can't get it right. And if some of you know it, put it in here. Your procrastination does not create a necessity, an emergency for me because you procrastinated. So think about not paying your phone bill in the past. We would have to rush and do all this stuff, and everybody else would get put on the back burner. And we're rushing around like crazy people because we didn't do something. Procrastination hurts us. And then it hurts the people around us because we got a bad mouth. We got a hateful mouth. And when people aren't jumping to get things done so you can deal with what you procrastinated on. 8 months, 7 months of procrastination. And then she was so hateful to my customer service person. I didn't do anything about it. But that hatefulness hurts other people. When you're in a stressful situation or you're mad about something, that's why we've got to just calm it down. I've had almost 12 hours to be calm over this. And I just said, Kathy, I hate your job. Kathy, I hate your job. Because people are mean. And every day when people join our email system, they get a welcome letter that tells them the emails they're going to be getting every day. Every single day. It tells what emails you're going to get. And it pretty much says you're going to get 8 emails a day. Well, I got this nasty email last night that said, I didn't sign up for this. Well, you're welcome to unsubscribe. That's fine. But let me warn you. If you unsubscribe from our messages, which are tried and true, which have changed millions of people's lives, all you're doing is putting off your success. Because if you will immerse yourself into the FlyLady system and read the emails and let them wash over you, you're going to start changing what's up in here, and hopefully it will change the way you react to things and treat people. Because your ugly mouth, when you get mad at something or you don't like the way somebody's doing something, what we're doing here has helped a lot of people. It has helped tons of people. And people leave because they get mad about the number. We used to send out 25 a day. Yep, I know I'm getting loud. We used to send out 25 emails a day. They were a series of daily reminders. And if you get our app, every hour you'll get if you get our app that is the FlyLady Messenger app, you will get a reminder on there. It's 24 reminders that go out throughout the day on your timetable. And it helps you to remember to do things, Have you had any water? Did you eat lunch? Where's your laundry? These messages can change your life. We don't get to do those 25 emails every day. But we do send out an Ask FlyLady question at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A morning musing at 9. I try to send out a testimonial somewhere between 10 and noon. This morning I sent one out about the carpet sweeper because it's a tool that helps people. It is a tool that helps people. Then at noon you're going to get the habit of the month that talks about shining your sink. And then sometime in the afternoon I'll send out another message. And then at 5:30 you get the flight plan for tomorrow that I work on during the day for you to have at 5:30. And if you get our FlyLady Express, I got to sneeze, folks. I'm sorry. At 8:30, you get the flight plan for FlyLady Express. And then I'll probably send out another testimonial in the evening, because the testimonials change the way you think. You see other people, what's working for them. And at 8 o'clock, the Testify goes out, which is a testimonial that Rebecca sends out that's all about how the FlyLady system works for somebody. It's just that simple. And when you throw the baby out with the bathwater because you don't want to get 6-8 emails a day, you're cutting your nose off to spite your face. Now, if you're on Twitter, your inbox blows up with your Twitter feed. Blows up every day. I know mine does. And I get notifications on specific people that I want to see every day. So it blows up. Do I mind? No. Because that's something I want to do. That's how I get my news pretty much. Facebook, same way. You get flooded. You could hit refresh the homepage every single minute, and you would have a ton of new messages. And we don't get half of them. But you get 5 or 6 or 7 emails in your inbox for your email program, and you're just blown away. What's up with that? And then you shoot off some email. In the time that it takes you to write the email complaining to me about the number of emails that I've sent out, you could have read one of them and maybe changed the way you think. Our perfectionism, when people don't do things the way you want them to, our perfectionism is what causes us to procrastinate and be hateful. So let's zip it, and zip these fingers up. Don't react. Now, I've had at least 12 hours to react to what's. I'm trying to be calm, But I see you hurting the people around you. Because if you'll spout off and say ugly things to me and Kathy, what are you doing to the people around you? How are you treating your babies? So, as I told you Monday, I guess it was, it's all about the babies for me. It's all about saving this next generation from the hatefulness and the hurtfulness that spews out of the mouths of mothers because they're under stress. And it's the least little bit of stress. We've seen this from early on. In December, our people signing up drops down to nothing. We may get 50 new people a day. In January, we'll have 500-600 people join a day. What happened in December? They were so overwhelmed with Christmas. Why do you think I start helping you with Christmas in October? Because I don't want you under stress. I want you to be calm and not wait to the last minute to get things done. You go to our fly shop and you can see the app. It's FlyLady Messenger. And you've got to follow the instructions exactly. Now, we built this app, and it's not for Android because we can't find anybody to build it for Android. The main thing here is when I first started getting organized, I set up these little reminders to pop up on I didn't have a phone then. All I had was a little, it wasn't even it was, I don't know, it was a little handheld computer that was an address book. And it would set up reminders. And I set reminders up for me all day long. All day long. I put Post-it notes on my bathroom mirror. I did everything I could because I would get focused on what I was doing and I would forget to do other things. We're forgetful. We get so hyper-focused on whatever we're doing that we forget things. So it's important for us to slow down, to stop our mean mouths. I mean, we got the most hateful mouth there is. I mean, how many of you have yelled at your babies this morning? And I haven't yelled at Tulip this morning. She was a good girl last night. Have not yelled at Tulip this morning. But we have to learn to slow down and recognize what's happening to us. And when we feel ourselves getting antsy or angry, I know my signs when I start getting angry. I start breaking out right here. My face gets red. My ears get hot. And I sit on my hands. I put my hands underneath my thighs and I just sit there. I don't know why I do that. That's what it was, a digital diary. That's what it was. And it absolutely helped me to get organized. So that's why we developed this app with these reminders. The coupon code for the calendar this week is FlyBaby172. FlyBaby172. Now, let's get off that subject. I've been on a soapbox every day. You know, it's all about the babies for me. Protecting the babies. I grew up in a home where a mother yelled all the time and beat us with whatever she had in her hand. And sometimes it was a hairbrush. And it was a bigger hairbrush than this. And, you know, it's not fun to get beat with a hairbrush because you can't find a shoe that she wants. So please, be kind. Be kind to yourself. If you stop your mouth, you're not going to have the guilt feelings. I mean, my mother never even recognized, she never acknowledged that she hurt us in any way when we were growing up. And I think she totally blocked it out. Totally blocked it out. Kind of like I did, because I didn't remember being, you know, having to hunt for this high heel when we didn't even have shoes. And she had 200 pairs of shoes in the bottom of her closet, and she couldn't find any of them. And we were little, so we would be down on the floor hunting for a shoe, playing match the shoes. And we weren't doing it fast enough to suit her. I mean, I remember Mother having all kinds of shoes, and my sister Leanne not even having shoes to wear. And they wouldn't have had clothes either if I hadn't been able to sew. But as I told my nephew last weekend, we are not our childhoods. We can change our reaction to things. And he wrote it on a Post-it note and put it on his mirror. We can change our reaction. We can change that ugly voice that we have yelling at us all the time. And it can become a kind voice. And I wouldn't change anything. You know, everything that's happened to me has made me who I am today, but I don't have to react with the hatefulness. Now, I can call you on the carpet for the way you treat your children and the way you treat yourself. I can do that. But we're the only ones that can change ourselves. It's not going to be somebody else. It has to be you, because if you don't do it, who will? You're going to wake up one day and you're not going to have any family around you because nobody wants to be around you because you've got this hateful mouth. It's all about being kind. Kind. Kind to you. Kind to your family. Quieting down this inner turmoil you have going. It's all about you. Because if I can help you to get rid of this stress and this chaos in your life, you're going to be kinder to your family. You're going to be loving, and you're not going to be hateful. So everybody, just chill a little bit today. Take care of yourselves. Let's get rid of something we've been procrastinating about. And I got my 10 stairs in yesterday too. So that's 22 days of going up and down the stairs. I'm proud of me. I'm doing it for me. Not for Robert, not for my doctor, for me. It's getting easier. I can do 5 at a time. 5 going up and down the stairs at a time now. And it's getting easier and easier. Now, I want to show you what my nephew sent me for my birthday. He had one of his fellow inmates draw this for me. He drew me a wanted poster. Isn't it cute? I put it in a frame today because it just came in. But it's a wanted poster. And it says, "Wanted, alive and flying. Marla Silly, a.k.a. the FlyLady." And description, let's see what, short and plump. Well, I'm not short. Smiling and always cleaning. I'm not always cleaning. Charged with giving rather than taking. Helping others one baby step at a time. Warning, possibly in the company of fly babies. Oh, wow. Don't fall. Anyway, the glass came broken, but I didn't put a glass on it. I'm going to hang it on my wall over here. Maybe over there. So, folks, think about your mouth, what you're doing to your babies. And if you need to, put an address label over your lips. just a simple little address label. Not some duct tape, but just something simple. Maybe draw some lips on there so it looks like you're smiling. And don't talk for an hour. Because if everything that comes out of your mouth is hatefulness, you don't need to be talking. You don't need to be talking. Because one of the most powerful images I've ever seen on the internet was a picture of a little boy and these hands around his neck. And these hands were filled with the ugliness and hatefulness that came out of somebody's mouth toward them. Probably his mother. And those negative voices you hear in your head right now, I guarantee you, they came out of somebody's mouth a long time ago. They came out of somebody's mouth and they're in your brain and you keep hearing it. Oh, it's churning in there. And we've got to replace those negative voices in your head with something wonderful. We have to do this. And if you can't replace it with your own voice, use mine for now. Because I want you to fly. I want you to take care of you so that your babies don't grow up and feel that hurtfulness in their hearts that it just takes forever to get rid of. So everybody, let's be calm. Let's quiet our mouths and our fingers. Don't be shooting off any hateful emails or comments. Somebody was complaining to me the other day that they can't stand to read the comments on Twitter. And I said, don't. Don't read the comments. Ignore the comments. Listen to who you want to listen to and then ignore all the comments, because I'm not going to, that's just like gossip. I'm not going to get caught up in the gossip. Like, I didn't get caught up in the whole mess with these kids, these young kids from a school in Kentucky. I didn't get caught up in that. I watched, I listened, but I didn't get caught up in it. Because, number one, they're kids. And teenagers do weird stuff. But I didn't think these teenagers did anything bad either. So, folks, we just got to not jump to conclusions and not to read minds and not to pretend that you know what's best. Just watch. Just like you're people watching at a mall. Have you ever done that? Sit and make up stories about in your head about what's going on with this person and that person, and I just sit back and watch the media go nuts over something, and I'm thinking, wow, I didn't see that. But I want to listen to my interpretation of things. I don't want the media to tell me what's going on. I want to hear it for myself. Like the Mitch McConnell got up. I watched C-SPAN. I don't want to hear some commentary about it. If I'm going to watch the State of the Union address by the president, and I did this with Obama and every other president I've always watched C-SPAN. Because I don't want to hear the talking heads. Don't want to hear it. I got a brain. I got 2 eyes. I got 1 mouth. And I don't have to type everything I think. I'm going to hear things the way I want to hear things. Because I trust me. I don't really trust anybody else. I trust me. And I'm trying to be open-minded. Okay, that's my soapbox for today. I love you all. I will talk to you later. Thanks for being here. And if you're not getting our emails, you might try it. It could sink in a whole lot faster. C-SPAN is, there's C-SPAN for the House of Representatives and there's C-SPAN for the Senate. And it's a cable network that is put on by those two, by the Senate and the Congress. Okay, bye everybody.